Good morning. What's going on? What's going on, family? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. It's Dr. Delatoro. I hope and pray you guys are doing wonderfully well. On today, I'm stoked. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm delighted that we are in this space together. Do me a favor. If you're watching live, do me a favor and just comment, say good morning, hashtag the morning shift. And if you're watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. But do me a favor, y'all, share this broadcast. I'm really, really pumped and excited that we're going to have this conversation this morning. It's going to be powerful. Chrissy, God bless you. Dr. Ballard, get ready, brother. Buckle your seatbelt. This one is going to be transformative. Y'all, get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm trying to warn you now, y'all. I got something really, really powerful to share with you that I believe is really going to be a big blessing to you. Rise and shine. Happy good morning shift to each and every one of you all. I hope and pray y'all are doing really, really wonderful on today. Listen, do me a favor, y'all, share this broadcast. I need you to share this broadcast. It's going to be powerful and it's going to impact your life in some really, really significant ways. So I want to kind of jump right in. I'm talking to you guys from my brand new book. Of course, as you guys know, I do these morning shifts inspired by content from my brand new book, which is called Shift into a Higher Gear, Better Your Best and Live Life to the Fullest. If you don't already have this book, my friend, what are you waiting for? And if you've already got it, please make sure that you are out there telling Lottie, telling Dottie, and then telling everybody that they've got to get it, because this book is so transformative and it is a game changer for you. So listen, I want to jump right in, because this broadcast is not going to be long, but it is going to be strong. I want to jump right into this morning's conversation, and I want to ask you a very, very simple question. Do you sometimes feel overwhelmed? If you'll just do me a favor, if you sometimes feel overwhelmed, do me a favor in the comments. Just write it down. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed, especially y'all. We're at the end of the year. We're at the end of 2021. And the truth is, y'all, we can easily at times feel a little bit overwhelmed. We can feel, man, there's so much going on. There's so many things, so many obligations, so many responsibilities. So if you ever feel overwhelmed, you just own it and admit it in the chat that sometimes you feel overwhelmed. I know I feel overwhelmed sometimes. And I talk about that in the book. So I'm going to talk to you right now really quickly from chapter 11, which is called Shift to Defensive Driving, to avoid to avoid the 4 potholes that you're going to encounter along the way. Okay. And so one of the potholes that I firmly believe that we have to really deal with as high achievers is the pothole of overwhelm. Okay. The pothole of overwhelm is real. And one of the things that I love to kind of help people understand is that automobiles are cool, but motorcycles are cooler, because motorcycles help you live life intentionally. Write that word down. Motorcycles help you learn to live life intentionally. And what I mean by that is this: if you hit a pothole in a automobile, it's an inconvenience. It's like a boop. It's like a blip on the radar screen, right? But if you hit a pothole on a motorcycle, it can actually be fatal. I'll say that again. If you hit a pothole in an automobile, it's an inconvenience. But you hit that same pothole on a motorcycle, a 2-wheeled vehicle, a motorcycle, right? It can be fatal. So you can't just go over potholes on a motorcycle. You need to avoid them altogether. And so one of the things that we teach you in the chapter is that you need to avoid overwhelm. But now here's the question. Why is it so important, Trina, that we avoid overwhelm? So I want to talk to you about this, because I really believe that this is an important subject that we got to talk about. I want to talk specifically to high achievers this morning about overwhelm, y'all, because here's the truth. A lot of us, y'all, are in this bucket, in this boat of constantly adding more things to our plate without getting rid of the things that don't even belong. And so one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is really begin to start getting rid of the unnecessary so that you can hold on to the essential. I'm going to say it again. Get rid of the unnecessary so that you can hold on to the essential. I'm going to say it one more time. Get rid of the unnecessary so not only can you hold on to the essential, but you can attract new essential. Okay? So now I want to unpack this and I want to share this with you, because I believe this is important. I firmly believe, y'all, that one of the number one reasons why we struggle with overwhelm is because we have trust issues. I believe that the number one reason why we struggle with overwhelm is because we have trust issues. Okay. And so here's the problem. You don't delegate things out to people because the truth is you don't trust people. And when you don't trust people, you take on all of the tasks, you take on all of the responsibility, you take on all of the obligation because you don't trust people. So the truth is, when you don't trust people to do, when you don't trust people to deliver, when you don't trust people to perform, when you don't trust people to execute, what happens is all of those tasks, all of those responsibilities, all those obligations fall on you. And when all that stuff falls on you, you have to juggle 600 different things. Here's the problem. By doing that, you are going to, watch this, you're going to drop balls. You will. So, because you can't juggle it all, it's impossible. And you'll burn bright, but my friend, I promise you, you're going to burn out. You missed it. I'm going to say it again. You will burn bright for a quick second, but you will burn out. It is so vitally important that you understand and that you learn how to delegate. And the reason why you don't delegate, my friend, is because you don't trust. And the reason why you don't trust is because you've been disappointed and you've been let down before. People have let you down. Circumstances have let you down. Situations have let you down. So because of those previous disappointments, you don't trust people. And you graduated from the school of I can do it all by myself. You graduated from the university of I can do it all on my own. Right? And so you have a lot of pride. And scripture says pride goeth before destruction, a haughty spirit before fall. So what that means is at the end of the day, when you rely 100% on yourself, that means you have too much self-reliance. And when you rely too much on you and not enough on others to help you, then my friend, you're going to be overwhelmed, period. So let's just call a spade a spade. The reason why you feel overwhelmed is not because there's too much to do. The reason why you feel overwhelmed is because, my friend, you do not trust. You got trust issues. Hashtag, I have trust issues. See, when people normally think of trust issues, you think of relationships, specifically dating and romantic and love relationships. But I'm actually not talking about that at all. I'm talking today specifically, I'm talking about the trust issues that you have with delegating, the trust issues that you have with allowing other people to help you, the trust issues that you have. Come on, Joseph. Come on, Lou. Right? The trust issues that you have, Yari. Come on, Elijah. The trust issues that you have, Terrence. Come on, right? The trust issues that you have with not letting Neil, with not letting people really jump in and assist you. And y'all, this is one of the reasons why I've created a powerful mastermind that I really want you to consider being a part of in 2021. I'm sorry, we're at the end of 2021, in 2022. I really, really want you to strongly consider joining our one-year mastermind because it's going to be so powerful, y'all. It's going to be so transformative. And I really need you to consider being a part of this incredible mastermind. I want you to go to shiftwithdelatoro.com/mastermind. I want you to go to shiftwithdelatoro.com/mastermind after this broadcast, and I want you to learn about our incredible one-year mastermind program that we're going to be starting in January. But you got to register for it now. All right. So vitally important. God bless you, Dr. Constance. I appreciate you. Good morning. All right. Let's go back into this. So first of all, I need you to admit it, right? Y'all, we cannot grow unless we admit it. So I want everybody in the comments I want you to type this in the comments for me. I have hashtag trust issues. I want you to go ahead and own it and admit it, y'all. These morning shifts are designed for us to be open and honest. So I want you to say, I have hashtag trust issues. And I think that's going to be a powerful thing because, y'all, we cannot change something until we acknowledge it. So we got to acknowledge, y'all, okay, I've been let down by people before, so I have trust issues. I've been hurt before by people that I trusted, so I have trust issues. And I'm not talking about romantic trust issues this morning. I'm talking about trusting people to come through for you, trusting people to actually honor their word, trusting people to actually do what they say they're going to do, trusting people to actually be able to pass the baton on to. Does that make sense? You have trust issues. And so there's nothing wrong with it, but you got to own it because you cannot conquer it until you confront it. Does that make sense? So you got to be able to confront it. So let's be honest. The reason why you're feeling overwhelmed and the reason why you feel overwhelmed. See, a lot of us, y'all, can I just be honest with you? This is why you need to be in the mastermind, because I'm going to do so much coaching and teaching and training to help you understand why you do what you do. I want somebody to type this in the comments. Help me, Dr. Delatoro. Just say, help me, Dr. Delatoro. Because, y'all, this is so important. You got to understand why you do what you do, because if you don't understand why you do what you do, you will just constantly repeat the same pattern and you'll constantly repeat the same cycle over and over and over and over again. I want y'all to share this broadcast. Do me a favor, y'all. Share this broadcast. If you're getting good teaching, share this broadcast, y'all. So vitally important. The truth is, every high achiever has trust issues. And the reason, y'all, we have trust issues is because we've been previously hurt, let down, disappointed in the past. So instead of you trusting again, what you do is you say, forget it, I'm not going to trust anymore. And so what you do is you take all that on yourself. And when you take all that on yourself, you create overwhelm. And here's an issue. Watch this, y'all. You've been taught wrong about emotional intelligence. You've been taught that when you experience a negative emotion, you've been taught to just avoid it and act like it doesn't exist. But that's not the smartest way to deal with a negative emotion. The smarter way to deal with a negative emotion is to question the negative emotion. Write that down for me. Question, get curious. Okay, if fear is coming in, why am I feeling afraid right now? If overwhelm is coming in as an emotion, why am I feeling overwhelmed right now? Come on, Kenny. Come on, Mike. Right? Thank you, Mike. Mike said, listen, I appreciate the work that you're doing, man. Keep it up. I appreciate you, Mike, for saying that. I appreciate you for acknowledging that. Listen, I want every one of you all to really seriously consider what spending 1 year with me would do in your life, would do in your business, would do in your brand. As soon as this broadcast is over, I want you guys to check out shiftwithdeltoro.com/mastermind. I'm working with an elite group of high achievers just like you all next year. And I want you to sign up for this program right now, this week, so that we can take this thing to the next level. I want to encourage you, my friend, you have to question the emotion, because the emotion comes to visit you for a reason. So if you feel overwhelmed, start asking yourself, why is the emotion of overwhelm hitting me? Is it because I'm taking on too much stuff that I don't need to take on? Is it because, watch this, is it because I am not recruiting enough of the right support that I need to take me to the next level? Is it because, right, that I'm thinking about too many different stages of the process and I haven't broken it down into small enough, doable, digestible chunks, Dan? Does that make sense, y'all? I really believe that if we can learn to start questioning the emotions that we experience, I firmly believe that we can actually create a better, more powerful, more transformative outcome for ourselves. So, in the few minutes that we have left, I want to challenge you with trust issues. One of the first things that I want you to do is I want you to begin to start to overcome your trust issues by simply doing this. Number one, acknowledge that they exist. And then number two, take a baby step of trust by trusting somebody with a small task. Give them a small assignment. Give them something small and easy to do. Does that make sense? And see how they handle it. One of my mentors told me this a long time ago. He said, Nick, I think you'll like this one. He said, make big mistakes on small money. In other words, he said, learn big lessons on small resources. Does that make sense? And I think it's so important, y'all, that we learn how to do that. We make big mistakes on small money. You don't want to make a big mistake on a ton of money. You want to make a big mistake on small money. Does that make sense? So vitally important. So listen, I want to help you with overwhelm, and I want to help you specifically with your trust issues. And I want to help you with your trust issues by helping you learn that in order for you to achieve whatever goals you want to achieve in 2022, you're going to need a bigger, better, badder team. And you're going to need bigger, better, badder support. And you're going to need a bigger, better, badder collective of people around you who support what it is that you're trying to do. Does that make sense? And that's one of the reasons why you got to be in a mastermind. You want to be in a collective of people who are committed to really helping you go to the next level. And they celebrate with you. When you have big wins, they celebrate with you. Because y'all, some of y'all have big wins and you celebrate by yourself. That's lonely. You need to be, how many of y'all have ever had good news hit your life and you couldn't figure out who to share it with? Because you know that most of the people in your current circle will just be threatened or jealous or intimidated by you versus truly actually celebrating you. It's quiet. Come on, somebody. It's the truth, though. It's the absolute truth, and you and I both know it. So listen, I want to encourage you. If you're experiencing overwhelm, start with baby steps. Trust people with very small tasks. And if they do a good job on the small task, give them a medium task. Actually, give them a small task. They give them another small task, and give them 3 small tasks. Then they do a good job with that. Then say, okay, cool, awesome. Now, let me give you a bigger task. Does that make sense? And let them do that 3 times, and then give them an even bigger task. So that's one of the quickest ways that you can help with overwhelm. But I want to encourage you from an overwhelm perspective and say this to you as well, that I think is going to be a blessing to you, Coach Janelle. And that's this. I travel a lot. I fly a lot. And one of the things that that I hear when I'm listening to the flight attendant make their announcements is they say this on every flight. They say, listen, in case of an emergency, put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you help somebody else, right? We've heard that, right? And so I do a whole teaching on the importance of self-care because I believe that self-care is not selfish. Please write that down if you're taking notes. Self-care is not selfish. I'm going to say it one more time. Self-care is not selfish. So I believe that you should put the oxygen mask on yourself before you help somebody else. Totally agree with that. But I want to leave you with this thought. And that's the thing that the flight attendant says right after that I think is really, really powerful. And it will help you with your trust issues. And this is going to be a mic drop moment. The second thing that the flight attendant says right after they say, put the oxygen mask on yourself before you help somebody else. Mic drop moment. Are y'all ready? Come on, somebody. They say these words. In case of an emergency, oxygen masks will fall from the ceiling. And then they say this, and this is so powerful, y'all. They say, listen, although the oxygen mask may not inflate, trust that oxygen is still flowing. I need some hearts on that one. Come on, somebody. I need some comments on that one. They say, although the bag may not inflate, trust that oxygen is still flowing. I'm gonna say that. I think you just missed it, y'all. I think 25 of y'all just missed it. They said, although the oxygen mask may not inflate, trust. Come on, Dr. Shirley Davis, that oxygen is still flowing. I'm gonna say it one more time, Dr. Shirley. You got to hear this one. You got to hear this one. You got to hear this one. After they say, put the oxygen mask on yourself before you help somebody else. The second thing that they say, Nick, is they say, although the bag may not inflate, trust that oxygen is still flowing. And I need to encourage somebody today. Come on, Shonda. Come on, Shonda. Listen. Although your life, you might not see evidence of the fact that the things that you're working on are working, but I need you to trust that oxygen is still flowing. Some of y'all have been doing the right thing all year. You've been working on your credit card debt. You've been working on your goals. You've been working in masterminds. You've been working on self-development and self-care and this and that and the other. You've been doing all of the right things, and you have not seen the evidence of all the work you've put in. Although the bag may not inflate, trust that oxygen is still flowing. It is all over me this time. Listen, although the bag may not inflate, trust that oxygen is still flowing. Trust that God has still got your back. Trust that he's still in the blessing business. Trust that your dream is still going to manifest. Trust that your ideals are still going to come to the forefront. Trust that everything that he promised you is still going to come to pass. Trust, right? Although I need 25 of y'all to type this in the comments. Although the bag may not inflate. In other words, although you can't with your physical eye see, faith calls those things that be not as though they were. Although you can't see a thing, you have to trust a thing. Although the bag may not inflate, trust that oxygen, life source, is still flowing. I need somebody to type it in, it's still flowing. Come on, somebody. I need somebody to type it in, it's still flowing. My friend, you got to trust. And please write this down. I believe this is going to bless your life. When you cannot trace God, you got to trust God. When you cannot trace him, you got to trust him. I'm going to say that again. Although you cannot trace him, you've got to learn how to trust him. Even though you don't see it. You might not see it in your bank account right now. You might not see it in your physical body. You're working out and you don't see the pounds dropping. You might not see it in your kids yet. You're pouring good things into them and they're still making bad decisions. You might not see it all. But although the bag may not inflate, trust that oxygen is still flowing. I need y'all to share this broadcast with somebody who's discouraged right now, with somebody who's disappointed, with somebody who's not seeing the results of all the seed that's I want you to share this with somebody that you know is discouraged because their harvest doesn't match the seed that they've sown. Their bank account doesn't match all their hard work. Come on, somebody. Come on, Coach Janelle. Come on, Doc. Come on, Dr. David. Right? Come on, Gina. Come on, Lakia. Right? Although the bag may not inflate, trust that oxygen, y'all, is still flowing. This is why I need you all to come spend some time with me in my mastermind so that we can help you work on all of the different things that's really holding you back from the success that you ultimately desire. Y'all, there's a lot of stuff that's holding you back from the success that you desire. And I really want to encourage you right now. I need to encourage you right now to take a step and do something uncomfortable, do something unfamiliar. Many of y'all have never even been in a mastermind before. And you certainly haven't been in the kind of mastermind that I run. But my friend, you need to change your posse. You need to shift who you're spending time with. You need to shift who your inner circle is. You need to shift the folks that you're spending a lot of your time and energy around. And you need to be a part of a collective that is going to help to heal you, push you, challenge you, and stretch you. I want you to go to shiftwithdelatoro.com/mastermind. shiftwithdelatoro.com/mastermind. And I really want you to strongly consider enrolling right now in our 1-year mastermind that starts in January. Your life will never, y'all, if a 60-second Delatoro dash can change your life, and if a 20-minute Instagram live, YouTube live, Facebook live, LinkedIn live can change your life, imagine what 1 year would do. Take a step of faith. Go to shiftwithdelatoro.com/mastermind. And I want you to enroll to hang out with me for 1 year. I don't give invitations to programs like this often. I have not run a mastermind in probably 6 or 7 years. So I got a lot pent up in me to share with you. I just want to encourage you to take the step to go to that next level. God bless you, my friend. I appreciate you all. Happy morning shift. I hope that this has been a massive blessing to you. And please share this broadcast with other folks. Tell them to follow our brand so that way they can continue to get the learning, the growth, the development that they need. If you have not joined our texting platform yet, please make sure you do that. We've got an incredible series that we do, that we've created, that will help you to take your life to the next level. It's a free gift just for joining these morning programs. All you got to do is text the word shift. If you're ready for things to change in your life, if you're ready for things to go to the next level in your life, if you're really ready, then just text the word shift to 647-558-9895. Text the word shift to 647-558-9895. Somebody type that in the chat on Instagram for me and on this platform for me. Just text the word shift to 647-558-9895. Put in your best email address, and literally 3 minutes from right now, when this broadcast is over, you will be able to, in your email inbox, have some incredible content from your boy about learning how to lean into excellence in your personal life and your professional life. It'll transform you. It'll take you to the next level. So beautiful morning. Happy Thursday. I hope and pray y'all have an incredible day today. And we will look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Only the best is yet to come for you. Know that you are loved. Know that you are celebrated. And know that you're appreciated. We'll be talking soon, y'all. Make sure you pick up this content. Let it change your life. Peace.